don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold. I reinvented myself, they sorta hated it. I reinvented myself and upgraded it. Traded in the Jews, copped a couple new ones. Lost a couple friends and got a couple new ones. Upstairs and downstairs, the balcony. These oceanside views, the alchemy. Ain't nothing crazy like the city in the summertime. So when it's winter, I still be on my summer grind. Handle your business, handle your business. Loyal and honor, don't break the bro codes. The more red rose, max with the rose gold. Whoever counted me out, they can't count. Oh! Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold. They call a podcast Poppy. Kinkos, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chains, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax. Relax, 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 relax. Oh. Relax, 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 relax. Oh. Relax, 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 relax. Oh. Relax, 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 relax. What? Tell me something I don't know. What?
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Oakland Raiders. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. He'll look to throw. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. And on the ground they go with the running back. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 11. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Patriots take over. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Leopard! Here we go now. 3-19!
On second down, Michel looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. He'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
You're looking there, the defensive back is maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Here we go now. 3-19!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. Now the big play pushes him all the way out to the 40 now for first down.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Looking to throw. There he goes inside the 30. Shark's got it left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. DJ Chark, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Now let's go.
On play action, they'll throw. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Hey. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
He'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
They'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
All right, here we go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll drop the throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And now out come the Patriots. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
All right, here we go.
They begin with the shell on the ground. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw here. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's the first catch of the game for Cup, and he's got a first down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Pitch out to Michelle. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Set. 3-19. 3-19.
A give. This is Michelle. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw now on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line.
Now let's go.
They're going to look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Gostkowski the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. That one goes for 24 yards.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. And there with the tackle, Dietrich Wise Jr.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Now back to throw. Forced out to his left. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll set up to throw. Open man right side is Cup, complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a 1st down. Somebody missed an assignment. He was waving his arms saying, hey, I'm wide open. They found him.
You think? You think? I mean, he was so wide open. Did you see he was just windmilling like he was Don Quixote or somebody out there? And then they found him for a really nice gain.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10 to Michelle on the screen. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? It's like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately that didn't work for them.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Buying time to his left. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Here we go now.
Back to throw here. Anderson a 1st down and more. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Anderson. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Back to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
There's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
This is taken around the 12. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Blue 90. Detroit!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's caught right side by Anderson. A good pickup there at 22.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Gone!
He'll look to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And, off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On the handoff, it's Michelle. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Looking to throw. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back from the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he finds Fitzgerald. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Gun.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Now let's go. Green.
He'll drop to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
They'll look to throw. Quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Now they try the right side here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Steps away to his left, and he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially the second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing, but with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Detroit! Detroit!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Redskins.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Patriot! Detroit! Detroit!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
And they'll go on the ground. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. It was Eric Reed in on the stop.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And that'll be incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll drop the throw. Cooper's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play.
Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They're going to look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Raiders move back within a couple of the lead. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Now back to throw. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. This will be taken in at the 1. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Watch him now, Barney.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw to Michelle on the dump off. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a Turkey Bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
All right, here we go. 319! 319!
They'll set up a throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a 1st down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Michelle, and this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Now let's go. 319.
Again, it's Michel. Oh, able to avoid him. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down in fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. Boom, landing.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Back to throw now on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up 2nd down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Now let's go.
They'll set up to throw. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw here. This is caught. Gronkowski. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Leopard!
He'll get it up the middle. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. 4th and goal. Here we go.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Black 99 Philly. Here we go.
Here we go with Michel. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Patriots have moved out in front. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep. And got his man complete. That goes for a gain of 31. Well, they had held him pretty well in check, but if you recall back in the first quarter, you said they needed to avoid the big play. He finally gets loose.
And the thing about it, it doesn't have to be a bunch of big plays. Sometimes one big play can be enough. That's why it's tough to deal with a guy like that.
And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed him. Instead, 2nd down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Hurry up, here we go.
Back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Fitzgerald. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong corner.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. And it's Michel once again. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. New England on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Now let's go. Boom, land it.
Back to throw. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Football League, Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Pats, the win gets them a step closer to 500 at 5-6. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they go down to defeat for just the 2nd time in 11 games so far. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis.